Hey, financially savvy travelers, welcome back to another episode of the Thought Card Podcast. It's been a while since I've recorded an update episode, a life episode, so here goes nothing. Well, I'm really excited because I actually wrote a new book. And I know for folks who have been following me for a long time, maybe since I started my online journey in 2015, you may be like, well, Danielle, you've had many books. This is actually my sixth book, my sixth travel and personal finance book. And you're right. Yes, I've written a number of books, but this one is especially important to me for a few reasons. Number one, I've been on a writing hiatus for a little while. I'd say a couple years at least. I just find it really difficult to write after the pandemic and during the pandemic. It was just super distracting. And then we found out we were expecting, and then I had a baby. And it's taking me a while to get back into the rhythm of writing consistently. Yes, I write a lot for the podcast. I write a lot on my blog, thoughtcard.com, but writing books requires a different sort of attention. And yeah, it's just been really difficult to get the words out. So I kind of got discouraged as a writer, as a author, because I'm like, do my stuff suck? And do I suck? Yeah, so it's been a couple of years of mental drama. It's been a couple of years of just not the right time and not the right place. But I really didn't want 2023 to go by without writing the book. And I would define, or I'd say this book is a career defining book because I've been wrapping my head around the concept of what is a financially savvy traveler? What do we believe in? How do you become one? And all the things, right? I've been talking to financially savvy travelers, creating community for financially savvy travelers, providing resources for financially savvy travelers for the last 8 years. And when someone would ask me, especially on podcasts, they would ask me like, hey, how would you define financially savvy travel or this type of traveler? I would immediately go to tips and tricks and resources and travel hacks. But I know deep down that all of those creative ways that we save money is part of who we are, but it's not really the entire picture. So it's been taking me a minute for me to really understand and think about me as a financially savvy traveler, what I believe, how I operate, how I manage my money, how I think about money when it comes to travel, but also my own personal finances, because travel is a goal within many other goals I have, money goals I have in life, right? And also looking at the guests that I invite on the show, who I would say they're all financially savvy travelers. So what do they have in common? What are the themes that I've spotted? So it's been a massive undertaking to go through 8 years of content that I've put out there in the world, to look at all my guests, to look at myself as well. And in all of that research and all of that reflection period, this is the book. So We Are Financially Savvy Travelers is the name of my new book. And it encapsulates all that we are, our mindset, our values that lead us to have lifelong travel experiences. Travel is one financial goal amongst many other financial goals we have. So how do we keep focused to travel the world and continuously keep that eye on the prize of whatever else that we're working on financially? Like I know for me personally, I'm still working on paying off my mortgage, Now that I have a family, I have all these other financial goals and more responsibility on my shoulders. So yeah, travel is a financial priority, but defining ourselves just by the hacks and tricks isn't cutting it anymore. And one of the things, I knew that I was onto something because I just felt like I would get angry a little bit, or like just pissed and annoyed when folks would just push me into the budget travel category. I'm like, maybe when I was like 22, I wasn't even traveling at 22. Maybe when I was like 25 or just started traveling, but like Danielle at 33 right now is not a budget traveler. I am also not a high-end luxurious traveler on every single trip as well. So these categories people like to put me in are not accurate. What is accurate is I'm a financially savvy traveler. And what does that really mean? That's the question. That's the important question that I'm answering in this book. Again, titled We Are Financially Savvy Travelers. And this book is available as an ebook currently at the time of this recording, and will be available as a physical book and also audiobook shortly. So yeah, I just wanted to hop on here and kind of like spill all my feelings and thoughts and just the behind the scenes of like that writing process and how it's taken me so long to actually conceptualize and put to words. And that my big aha moment when I'm writing this book is that we are more than the tricks and hacks that we use. We are not budget travelers as well, and we have many financial goals among travel. So yeah, this was just a big aha moment for me. And I'm really excited for all of my readers and my podcast listeners, all of you, to be able to read it and really get an in-depth look. How to be more mindful, how to make more informed financial decisions, and again, what it really means to be a financially savvy traveler. Now, before I let you all go, I wanted to have an ask. Yes, the book is out, and I would absolutely love it if you would pre-order the book because it's coming out officially on October 15th. And I'd love for you, listeners of the show, to go ahead and pre-order and purchase the books. However, I also noticed that our Apple reviews and also general Spotify reviews and some other players are a bit stagnant. And they've pretty much been the same for a couple of years. And I know that there are thousands of financially savvy travelers all around the world. I see you in Germany. I see you in India. I see you in the US, of course, in Canada, in Kenya, in Nigeria, in Bermuda, all around the world. We are a community of financially savvy travelers, and I want to see more podcast reviews. The reviews are important for a couple of reasons. One, they signal to potential listeners of the show. They want to see what you get from the show. They want to see, is it worth their time? Every time you listen to an episode, it's a time investment, right? And if you follow the podcast and you listen week after week after week after week, please leave me a rating and review. Let me know what your thoughts are and signal boost to other potentially financially savvy travelers that this show is intentionally made and designed for them. So that's part one, to signal boost other people. But part two is to share with me personally, as the creator and host of the show, the things that you like. Do you like interviews? Do you like our destination deep dives that are more narrative style? Do you like solo shows with just me sharing my thoughts and tips? Like, all of these feedback and just leaving a review will help to improve and better the show. So my offer, regardless of when you're listening to this episode, whether it's the day I drop it, which is October 2023, or you listen to this years later, it doesn't matter. All you have to do is leave me a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your preferred podcast player. And there will be a link to a form in the show notes that you can just add your name and say and let me know that, yes, I've done the rating and review. And I will send you a copy of We Are Financially Savvy Travelers, the ebook. So that is my ask and my gift to you as well. So leave me a rating and review. Tell me what you think about the show. And I'm happy to share with you a complimentary book that I know you're absolutely going to enjoy because I know you love the podcast. So again, I'm really excited. This is my sixth book, my sixth travel and personal finance book. It's taking me so long to put together, to put into words, but I really feel like it is going to redefine how we think about and perceive travel and personal finance. And it literally wraps everything we've talked about on the show. We've had over 170 episodes of the show. All of those episodes have a theme. And this type of travel, financially savvy travel, is completely different from budget, has similarities, I will say, but it's different from budget. It's different from affordable luxury. We're somewhere in the middle. And it's finally time for me to be able to put into words what we are, what we believe, what we do, how we operate, and how we can afford a lifetime of travel. I love to travel, and it's a hobby, but it's also a lifestyle. And in order for it to be a lifestyle, I have to think about the finances and I have to put one foot in front of the other to make it a reality, to be a lifestyle, right? So again, this sums everything up in a bow. So that is all that I have for you today. Go ahead and grab We Are Financially Savvy Travelers at any of your online bookstores. I will have a link in the show notes where you can either purchase or submit for your free copy after you leave me a review. And I will catch you in the next episode. Cheers.